put the ball down and play a little bit. Obviously we got a lot of guys out, and so you're mixing and matching some things, and sometimes you got some guys can't play, but they got to be in there because we need 11 guys, because we really need to see these guys over here to get some reps. But it's good. I mean, we just got to keep going. We got to develop our team. I thought defensively they were awesome in the red zone today. They turned the offense over in the red zone a few times, which was good to see from the defensive perspective. But I thought we were too casual with the ball on the offensive side. But all in all, again, first scrimmage, first time to kind of play and coach as coaches. In a kind of creating a game environment. I thought we were really undisciplined. A bunch of really critical penalties, personal fouls. Had to throw a guy out. Jumped offside on 4th and 11. I mean, made a field goal, had a guy move, so we got to back it up. Missed the field goal, so points off. So some critical things that can get you beat from a discipline standpoint. So I didn't think we were a very disciplined team today, but a lot of guys flashed and guys are competing, but. Again, first scrimmage, just got to keep improving individually and collectively as a team. Because again, at the end of the day, that's our strength. Our strength's never been in any individual around here. It's always been in team. It's always been in depth. And we got a ways to go to get to that point.
You'd kind of hinted that you'd play a lot of younger guys in these situations. Have you seen any of them start to kind of step to the front a little bit?
Yeah, some of them. Long way to go. Again, it's first time for a lot of them to play, but. Some of those mid-years catch your eye. It's good to see them athletically and kind of where who they are physically and athletically. I think you got a chance to develop those guys, but long way to go. So we'll come back. We've got a lot more work to do halfway through.
Were the red zone turnovers, fumbles, interceptions?
Oh no, interceptions. Yeah, interceptions. One was a tip ball. Tips are usually picks, as they say, and a couple of them just bad decisions and good plays by the defense.
Running back wise, did anybody flash there at running back?
They all flash. I really think we got a very good group. I think it's been a lot of fun working with Adam. He's a problem. It's an interesting matchup with him. Because he's so dynamic in the passing game, and how do you play him? So he's flashed really all spring. He looks confident. He's smart. I think. Keith Adams is a guy that he's not an every down back, but he can have a role. He's tough, he's physical, he's a role guy. He's not going to bring a ton in the passing game. He's not a zero, but he doesn't play. He doesn't have a lot of length in the passing game. He's not a great route runner, but he can do certain things. But he will definitely have a role in this team just from a sheer toughness standpoint. And, physicality, he's kind of different than the rest of those guys, but so I always kind of keep him in his own category. But those other guys, they're all flashing. I tell you, Jarvis is a guy that every time he gets an opportunity, he catches your eye. He's just a really confident runner. He's a confident football player. He's got really good vision. He's tough through the hole, and runs behind his pads well. Easy E is catches your eye athletically and speed and physicality. He's just got to be a little more detailed. He's still got some details that you just got to be able to trust him. So he's still a little bit of a work in progress, but super talented. And then Gid is a natural. You just notice him. He's still, again, he's a freshman. He's 8 practices in. He's learning a lot. He's got a lot on his plate. But you see his natural ability. So I think we got a good group. Shreko's a guy that walked on in here, and he doesn't get a lot of opportunity, but he's a tough, hard-nosed kid that when he does get opportunity, he usually takes advantage of it. So, not disappointed with any of those guys. We're just kind of a work in progress, and all of them. They all flash and do some good things, but I think when it's all said and done, it'll be a good group. We'll have several guys ready to play.
Henderson from BHP, has he been able to get out and stretch
his legs?
He's been
out. No, he's still battling the hamstring, so he hadn't been able to go since, I guess, first practice. So, hate that for him, but, he's got a long way to go.
This is your first time kind of seeing them out there competitively. Are you seeing anything different from the start of last year versus this year?
Oh, shoot, I have no idea. I can't even remember last year, this exact scrimmage, but, I mean, you know, we're just starting over. It's a work in progress. I think the biggest thing different from last year, this year is I just think our personnel's a little different. We're just more experienced. I mean, this time last year, Wesco just got here. TJ Moore wasn't here. You know, we're just a more experienced group. Ashton Hampton wasn't here this time last year. You know, he didn't come till the summer. So we didn't have Braden Jacobs here. We didn't have Easton Ware here. So we got a lot of guys back who've played a lot of ball. A lot of guys that got some good experience last year. So we're just a more experienced team. That's probably the biggest thing. I think CV is further along. Thought he did some good things today. Got him a lot of work with the ones. I thought he responded and did some good stuff. So he's certainly further along than where he was this time last year, because last spring was his real first time to really get any reps. So you know, it's been good to see that.
How did the defense kind of do against the run during today's scrimmage overall?
I mean, they saw it. They did all right. I thought they again did some good things, did some bad things. I think the biggest thing is, you know, we were a little undisciplined and staying on side in some critical situations. But we did a great job turning them over. That was awesome to see. I think I really like, you know, how we're coaching the details. So just got to keep going.
Seeing the 3 transfers on the field, what was that like, and how all 3 of those guys performed? Just seeing them in a live game.
Yeah, I mean, it was fun. I think getting in the Valley for the first time, I'm sure they all enjoyed that. We'll watch the tape, but Tristan had he got a lot of opportunity. Cole was out today, so it was good to see him take advantage of his opportunity. Got some really good work, made one big play. So, you know, he's a kid that just got to keep stacking days, just got to keep showing up. And then Jeremiah, you know, he got some good live work. You know, Will, all those guys, I've noticed them all every day. They're all working hard, but I'm sure they had fun getting in the Valley for the first time and just playing some ball.
How some of the young corners like Fegan, Corey and Gibson kind of progressed?
They all got a way to go. They ain't none of them ready to play. Thank God we don't play right now. They all got a ways to go. I'm glad we don't play this spring. They got a long way to go. What's that?
What areas would you like to see them grow in?
Every area. Name one. Name it, that one. They got to grow in every area. That group ain't anywhere near good enough. I hope y'all print that.
D. Creighton was the guy that came on last year, and when he played, did fairly well. Have you seen him kind of take that next step this spring?
Yep. D is, you know, I'd say arrows up by his name, for sure. I mean, I think C.J. Cooper Taylor, arrows up by his name. You know, it's not staying the same. It's not down. It's trending. It's not straight up, but we're kind of gaining, and so that's good to see. So that position, we got to really do a good job of developing some depth there. We're very confident in Woodaz, and we're very confident in Sammy and where he's going. But after that, you know, D and Jeremiah and Cooper Taylor and young Drew Woodaz. You know, we have a walk-on out there, Fletcher Cothran, that flashes every now and then. I thought he made a couple of plays today, which was good to see. He's a kid that's been around here. He flashed a couple times, taking advantage of his opportunity. Kobe is not out there. Kobe's the guy that we know can help us, but he's not getting any live work right now. So, you know, we're work in progress, but we gotta really do a good job of developing very good functional depth. And again, D's got some confidence because he had some really good moments last year where he stepped up and did a good job for us.
Have you noticed a difference in the tackling, just in the game-like
I have.
situations?
I have. I think that's been a huge emphasis, in particular in space. I saw a couple of really good open field tackles today, and again, it's been you know, Coach Allen's done a great job, man. You know, he's a rolling ball of butcher blades out there on that practice field every single day, and you know, if you don't have the right technique, you're gonna hear it. So you see the improvement coming because we got to tackle better. We got to do the little things better if we're gonna be better on defense. So it starts with tackling.
you said you wanted him to be the head coach of the defense. You kind of just see that on the practice field, like what you wanted from Tom Allen.
Yeah. I mean, coaches, all the coaches. You know, it's been great. Ben and Thomas, his son. You know, they're all up in the linebackers' grits every play, every day, and Tom is too. But Tom's coaching everybody. He's coaching all the coaches. He brings great intensity every single day. So he's a great leader. He's a great leader of men. He's a great leader of young people. So it's been fun to watch him work. And again, he'd be the first one to tell you we got a long way to go, but you know, we got to just keep showing up, keep putting the work in, and we'll get there.
You mentioned CB earlier, but did he show you today what you wanted to see with the ones?
Yep. Yep. You know, I mean, we scripted some time for him to get in there. I didn't think Cade had a good day today. I thought he was very average. I think he checked out. I think he was already gone to Cabo or something. You know, I don't think he was ready to go today, and maybe it's because he knew he wasn't going to get a lot of reps, and so I didn't think he had his best day. Not very focused, but I thought, you know, CV did some good stuff. He took his first drive down and scored. Now that was a benefit of a really stupid penalty on one of our DBs. Got a you know, unsportsmanlike. That was a really stupid play. So that gave them new life, and they went down and scored. So it was good to see CV take advantage of that. But then there was another time in particular he didn't know, it wasn't scripted. He didn't know he was going in, and I really wanted to see how he was going to respond. So I didn't put him in until Cade was ready to take the snap, and then I, you know, blew the whistle and put CV in, and he really responded. In fact, he threw a touchdown pass. You know, so being ready. You know, it's easy to be ready when you know you're going, but in his role, he's got to be ready when he doesn't know he's going. And so I thought he did a nice job in that aspect today.
You mentioned the linebackers in the secondary needing to improve depth. How about the defensive line? Do you feel like they're
Yeah, I mean, we got some guys flashing. We got a ways to go. Again, we don't have Steph Island out there. We don't have K Park. You know, they're not getting live work. We know those guys are going to help. We limited. They all got some live work today, but we kind of counted the reps. We had a certain amount of reps we wanted to get with TJ and Peter. I mean, because look, I need to see Mayo. I need to see these guys, Marcus Dixon. I need to see guys get their noses bloodied a little bit, you know, when it ain't gonna cost us a game. You know, I think we all know what we got in some of these guys. So we're trying to expose some of our guys to really force the issue. You know, AV was on a pitch count today. I don't need to see AV. I need to see Strozier. I need to see Fagan. I need to see Corey and Gibson. Them guys need to show they can play. I need to see some. I don't need to see a lot of Khalil. They all got their reps, but you know, we're trying to really develop our team. And again, these guys, we got a lot of guys that haven't played a lot of football, so we got to play some football with them. You know, I don't need to see Blake Miller's played 2,800 snaps. I think he's going to be ready. All right. I need to see Easton Ware, Mason Wade. Like, we got to get some guys like, and let's see them compete. So that part is good, but it also can be a little frustrating at times. But you know, again, we're just a work in progress, one day at a time.
That Tiger
Who's
position.
this little guy back here?
6th grade job shadower.
Oh,
From Edwards.
What's up, man? You job shadowing him? You gonna play the drums with him on Friday night? Did you hear about his band? There's a rumor going around. There's a rumor going around.
Stop the coach. Start this.
Oh man, that's awesome, man. That's awesome.
Coach Allen was saying Shelton Lewis was getting a long look at that Tiger spot. Has he, you know, shown what he needed to show, or
He's doing. You know, he's not perfect, but he's healthy, and I love how he's working. You know, I mean, so he's a talented kid. We know that, and he's just gaining his confidence day in and day out. So I'm pleased with him. Working Tink there a lot. Tink's a guy that's really flashed this spring on both sides, honestly. And Noah Dixon's a kid that we're getting a lot of work there as well. But I'm proud of Shelton. You know, he's trending. And the arrow's up. Again, it's not straight up, but he's trending. So he's going in a good direction.
any update on the punting competition with Jack Smith and the others, how they perform?
You know, good and bad, they're all competing. I think the good news is we've got some competition. That's good. I think all three guys have a Division I leg. So, you know, just a work in progress. I thought Jack, you know, again, kind of won the day today. I thought with the second rep, you know, he had about, of his, I think 4 reps, I think 3 of them were pretty good, and one miss. But still, we got a ways to go before we ready to, you know, anoint anyone. Nobody's earned it yet, but it is good competition there.
You can't mention names, but you had a big recruiting weekend, a lot of commitments off that. How'd that go? I know you pushed it from January to March, and just the success of that. How did that feel to kind of see the commitments?
Yeah, it was
roll
good.
out?
I mean, it's great. I mean, we got a long way to go. They don't sign until December, but I think we got a great class, you know, coming together, and you know, we'll have more to come with it when it's all said and done. So we're heading in a good direction. Got a bunch of great young people that, you know, want to come and be a part of our program, you know, and really align with who we are and the way we do things. So, you know, we'll see how it all goes, but good group.
Do you think things are smoother at all because you have the rev share in terms of being able to relay that to recruits?
Honestly, we didn't spend a lot of time talking. We didn't talk about much of that stuff. Honestly, we talked big picture, but nothing specific. You know, rev share will start July 1, so you know the cool thing about, you know, where we are right now is, again, we got a lot of guys that they really truly want to be a part of our program, and you know, so we'll see how it all plays out. Again, got a long way to go until signing day, but commitments are just, you know, what they are right now. You know, we got a good class, and when it's all said and done, I think we'll sign a great class. I think we've signed a really good class, 22, 23, 24, and 25. I think we've really put, you know, 22 class, what was that? Was that Cade, Klubnik, Adam Randall, Antonio Williams? It's pretty good dudes. And then was it Jaheem? Blake, Sadler. It's a pretty good group. 23 class, pretty good group. I think that was what, Tyler Brown, that group. 23. Is that AV? Is that Ashton? Is that who's in that group? Or not Ashton, AV, Khalil, Shelton, Peter Woods, TJ Parker. Pretty good group. And I think last year's group, Ashton, was a pretty good group rolling in here with that group as well. So Sammy Brown. Honestly, I think we've signed a really good group, 22, 23, 24. I think we're going to sign a great group. We signed good. I really love the group that just came in here in 25. And obviously most of them are here, but I think our 26 class will be, I mean, look, y'all know we average about 13 in my career. So, you know, I think maybe we'll be higher than 13 this year. We'll see. But when it's all said and done, I think we'll sign a great class.
You got a pro day tomorrow. Kind of excited to see those guys and see them get a chance to work, and then also how many teams are coming? You know,
the best thing about pro day tomorrow is we got very few guys working out because they're all back playing for the Tigers. That's the best thing about pro day tomorrow. You know, we got 1 safety, 1 linebacker, and 1 D tackle, and I think all 3 of those guys will get drafted. I think they're all great kids. You know, Mickens crushed it at the combine. Cade Park crushed it at the combine. He needs to run. Barrett, same thing, he'll run. But I think all those guys did a great job. And then Marcus Tate was 1 offensive lineman. He looks great. Saw him today. We lost 1 running back. Now Maffa can't work out tomorrow, so and Marcus is limited as well. So Maffa will have his own pro day April 8th. And then Brenny. You know, Brenny did a nice job at the combine. So and then we got a punter. Aiden will be out there launching a few. So we don't have a lot of guys. That's the best thing about it. But I think the guys that we have will all get an opportunity.
Just one more thing on recruiting. How much have you figured out the numbers in terms of the increase per position, or any of the positions increasing the most?
We figured it out. We know the number. It's going to be 105, so we had to kind of, you know, we know what we gotta have at each position to be able to practice. I mean, you gotta be able to, you gotta be able to practice, so we know what our number needs to be in the offensive line, we know what it needs to be at quarterback, we know what it, and you might be one or two, there's always a couple of Coach Sweeneys that, where I might just take an athlete, or I might take one more guy for a certain, just depends on how I use those couple spots. But, yeah, I mean, we got a number at each position and where we need to be. I'm at 119 right now, so I'm a little over.